Too many niggas is all in my ear. Bitch, I got poppin' in less than a year. I shop at Gucci, you shopping at Sears. I'm making more money than my peers.
Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Narav Reactions, and today I'm back here with a new video. So we're gonna be reacting to Bedoes' 2119 EP. I think all the songs are in English. That's one of the main reasons I'm checking this one out. Finally won't need a translator or a translation for a Polish artist that I'm going to be checking out, so that will be nice. But anyways guys, let's just get straight into this first song here. It's called Brixton Callin'. The only Brixton I really know of is in London, so I don't know if he's referring to that, but yeah, we'll have a listen here and see how it goes.
Keep him smiling at me with just being honest. She just wanna have fun, told her take time, I'ma take mine, we ain't got to hurry.
Hey.
Pull up with a gang and a broken heart. Pull up with a gang, I mean all these guys. Pull up with a gang, 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 we want all these eyes. Oh, all these eyes. Oh.
Okay, so far you can kind of tell there is a little bit of that Polish accent, but I don't really think it's taken away from the music as bad in my opinion, so I could rock with this, you know what I mean?
All this night we're trapping, rapping, flipping, riding with it. I'ma get it, mama, but at home he died. Oh, I was crying and I'm not ashamed of it. Nah, nah, nah. Jeeps, Mercy, these Range Rovers. And I'm scared of flies, but I'm back from London. And I'm scared of flies, but the Brixton's calling.
So I like that line where he says, I was crying, but I'm not ashamed of it, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people that get wrapped up in that gangster persona, you know, they don't really want to allow their emotions in, and I guess that's what he's talking about. You know, if you're a gangster, you can never cry, all of that. But like he said, his homie died, you know what I mean? So he had to cry and he didn't even feel ashamed. So I'm fucking with that line, man.
Brixton calling, yeah. Brixton calling, yeah. Brixton calling, yeah. I got it, Brixton calling me.
Another thing that I like about this track so far is Bedoes doesn't have seem to change his style, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you might think, oh, he's rapping in a different language, he might sound different, he might totally change up a sound, but he still has that Bedoes sound, and I think that's very important, you know, not to stray. It's obviously nice to, you know, explore new sounds and stuff, but it's always nice to stick with the sound that, you know, has put you up. So I like this from Bedoes, and yeah, it's very interesting. So
Brixton calling, yeah.
hey, I love that bass drop when he gets into the hook. It just, this would bump in the car, you know what I mean, with nice speakers. Alright guys, so that's basically it for the first track though. Very interesting track, you know what I mean? Definitely has that hood aspect to the song. He talks about some shit that happens in the hood, you know what I mean? And I've seen this in other Bedoes songs, and I was quite like confused at the start, to be honest, because I didn't know what type of artist he was. Was he an artist from the hood, or was he one of those artists that gets into you know, like the deeper lyrics and this and that, more of a storytelling rapper? But I guess he's both, you know what I mean? And I really do like this first song. It's called Brixton Callin'. I don't know what that actual title means. Like I said, the only Brixton I know is South London, so someone's gonna have to let me know what that means, if that's a Polish thing. But yeah guys, let's move on to the next song here. It's Faded, and yeah man, I'm excited. Alright guys, so we're back here with the second track of this EP. So yeah, let's check it out, man.
Faded off you, I'm faded off you, I'm faded off my dreams, faded off my nightmares, faded off you, I'm faded off you. Lately I've been empty tryna fuck my bitch. Lately I've been swerving tryna crush my wish.
Alright guys, so this song really does start off with a deep melody. Seems to me like he has some pain that he wants to talk about on this song, and most likely it's about a girl. These type of songs really do suit Bedoes' rap style perfectly in my opinion, so I definitely know this one's gonna be a banger.
Bitch, I'm going crazy, yeah, going savage. Top down with a bad bitch, fuck that, I'm an addict. Bitch, I'm going crazy, yeah, going savage. Top down with a bad bitch, fuck that, I'm an addict. Fuck that, I'm an addict.
Alright guys, so then he continues on in this verse, and he talks about how he feels like an addict, you know what I mean? Like especially with this girl, he feels like an addict to her love, even though he has kind of like demons pulling him one way, and it's almost like a love-hate relationship. So I love this song so far, And yeah, man, it's been really good, so let's continue.
Bedoes came from robbing strangers, police hoes and all these bros, and now they wanna date us. Ain't no way. Keep shit on the low like AOA. Pull up to the show like yeah, okay. Curving all these bitches like we skate.
He kind of switches it up here, you know what I mean? He says he talks about coming from the bottom, then he incorporates you know, like more of that gangster side of him, and he also talks about how his image, you know what I mean, as a artist, as this gangster in Poland, is attractive to girls. But this song is definitely giving insight on Bedoes' life and how he's kind of struggling with fame and women, and I find it very interesting.
I'm faded off my dreams, faded off my nightmares, faded off you. I'm faded off you. I'm faded off my dreams, faded off my nightmares, faded off you. I'm faded off you. I'm faded off you.
Alright guys, so that's basically it for the track here. The second song on the EP, it's called Faded. Makes perfect sense. He's faded off this girl, you know what I mean, kind of like she's in his dreams, you know, in his nightmares. He also talks about how this lifestyle as an artist is, you know, with women, and how it can lead to bad things and stuff like that. So definitely a very insightful track. Enjoy this one. So let's move on to this next song here, and I'm pretty sure Taco Hemingway is on this song, so that'll be awesome, man. It's called Lost, so yeah, let's check it out. Alright guys, so we're here with the third song featuring Taco Hemingway, and you guys know I enjoy Taco Hemingway, especially in that last Quay Bonafide album. If you guys have watched that album review, you know that I said very good things about Taco Hemingway's verse on that song, probably the best in the album in my opinion. But anyways guys, I'm talking too much, let's just get straight into this track.
I'm lost, lost in the range. What you block, what you claim, little G. If it's fake, that it ain't with me. Got a room full of dragons and I'm lost. What you block, what you claim, little G. If it's fake, that it ain't with me.
So far in the intro, I thought that it really did continue that same type of vibe that we heard in that last song. So yeah, it was very interesting, and it's probably good that I'm listening to these in order. The chorus here, which I found very interesting, it was kind of like Bedoes was G-checking like Polish rap, you know what I mean? Like, what do you claim? Where are you from? If it's fake, then I ain't with it, you know what I mean? So yeah, just really talking about being a real gangster, and being real as a person, and I guess as an artist. And he also talks about being in a room full of dragons. I'm not really too sure what that means, so someone let me know in the comments. But yeah, man, let's continue on with this song.
But it ain't your fault. I took your heart, wanna take some more, and I'm gone. Young boys on a gang shit. Fuck the cops, drop the up, but they sign and cry when I lane switch. You don't know my pain, bitch. Demons and angels. The street is in danger. Stick left him brainless.
So in this first verse here, which I found like lyrically, I feel like it's the best so far I've heard in these three songs that I've been checking out. But he talks about, you know, once again taking hearts and that, so like continuing on with that vibe from the last song about women, which I found very interesting. Also talks about gang shit, and a lot of young boys are on it. I'm not too sure because obviously I'm not from Poland, but you guys let me know because I actually am interested. Is there a lot of gang stuff or a lot of gang affiliation in Poland? You know, I just thought Polish people and just I guess European people in general were more like mob type, you know what I mean? Not like these local gangs or street gangs that you're used to seeing in America and stuff. And I really like the line where he says, the street is in danger, still living brainless, you know what I mean? Like, that's a bar. A lot of people from the streets don't really have any education, you know, they don't really know any other thing but to be part of the street, a part of that life. So I really like that line. Let's go Taco.
Girl, you know I grew up with no role models. Look around in my room, there's around 4 bottles, and I hear all my dead idols calling me.
Okay, man, so like I've been saying, Taco Hemingway, one of my favorite artists in Poland, and of course he comes with, in my opinion, I think Bedoes is doing alright with this English like rap, and it's not too off in my opinion, but Taco Hemingway just sounds like more in sync with the English shit, if you know what I mean. Like Bedoes doesn't sound too off, but it's just Taco Hemingway sounds more in. So I don't know, I'm really liking Taco Hemingway's first verse so far. He definitely had some bars. But yeah, man, let's continue on with this verse.
Why she's even with me? Can't help hoping that my papa miss me. Can't help smoking though I hate the nicotine. Started living on my own by the age of 15. Couldn't sleep watching TV, wish I had some codeine. Started smoking but I'm not a dope fiend. 26 when I really saw my wallet go green. Rather be Novo.
Taco Hemingway goes on in his verse and he just talks about his come up, you know what I mean? Like he says some things that I didn't really know about this artist. He says started living on my own by the age of 15. Couldn't sleep watching TV, wishing I had some codeine at 16. And I like this little these three lines that Taco Hemingway says here. He says, can't help wondering why she's even with me. Can't help hoping that my papa misses me. Can't stop smoking though I hate the nicotine. So this is kind of going along with the last few songs, especially the last two songs of how just Bedoes is saying, you know, he has demons pulling him one side and angels on the other side. So I feel like that's kind of going along with the theme of the album, you know what I mean? Like, even though he hates nicotine so much, he can't stop smoking. Just like similarly to how Bedoes can't stop loving this girl, even though you know, a lot of bad things happened to him because of that. So I really like this one. Taco Hemingway definitely kills his verse here. So let's check out the rest of the song here.
My clothes are customized and I'm bumping culture. What's the price?
Alright guys, so that's basically it for the third song here. Taco Hemingway again kills his verse. So I feel like anyone that wants to have a major album in Poland, just get Taco Hemingway to feature in your album and you're good. You know you got one solid song. Like, so far this was the best song in my opinion in this EP. Just overall, you know what I mean, the actual meaning, the storytelling of this song, the sound, the beat, everything just came together on this track, and it is like one of the best tracks I've heard in Polish rap. Yeah, period. You know what I mean? I know it's a bold statement because I've heard a lot, but like, yeah, one of the best songs for sure. So anyways guys, let's check out Cold Nights and see what this track is about. So we're here with the fourth track of this EP. It's called Cold Nights, and so yeah, let's check it out here.
I'm just trying to find peace, going through your eyes. I'm just trying to find me, going through your heart. I'm just trying to find anything. Trying to find anything.
So this first verse really starts off with the guitar, you know what I mean, the slow guitar. So I'm thinking, you know, what the heck, this is a big change up compared to the other tracks. So it's kind of more of like a love song, I guess, in my opinion, so far, looking at the chorus. But you know, he's just talking about trying to find something, looking into this girl's eyes, trying to find something. He's trying to find himself in a way. So definitely a very interesting chorus. Let's move on to the first verse here though.
Peace going through your eyes. I'm just trying to find me, going through your heart. I'm just trying to find anything. Trying to find anything. I was trying to.
You know, another thing I like about Bedoes though is how he hits his auto-tune. Like, his notes are always on point, you know. Like, if you see people that use auto-tune in their music, sometimes they always don't hit their notes, but this guy hits that note. So props to him, man. He's not an unexperienced artist, you know. He knows what he's fucking doing. So yeah, man, Bedoes definitely making great music, man.
Actually, fuck that. Big whip, how I'm supposed to park that? I'm just a kid, bitch, I'm just trying to ball mine. I can see you where you misbehave, where you misbehave. If you're trying to beat me, we gon' beat the curse. Lawyers, shooters, drug dealers and users, 9mm calling. Don't be stupid.
So in the second half of this verse, I really like this line that he says here. I'm just a kid, bitch. I'm just trying to ball, man. You know what I mean? Kind of playing off the words like, I'm just trying to ball, man. You know what I mean? So I really like that line. That's definitely a good line. And he also talks about if you try to beat me, we can beat the case. So maybe he's saying if you want to smoke, no problem, because you know I got the lawyers on deck, I got the money. So you know, kind of calling people out. Maybe that's a shot. You know, let's move on to the next part of his song.
Tryna find anything, Polish money, all these hornets. Growing up, I was looking up to Corleone and Gandolfini. If you fuck with family, I might put your gang on TV.
Holy man, his flow was crazy there. You know, he does say a few things like he was looking up to Caroline or Coraline. Pretty sure that was that weird ass movie that I never used to like as a kid. He always used to creep me out. And he says Gandolfini. I'm not too sure who that is. But yeah, man, let me know in the comments. He says if you fuck with my family, I might put up your gang on TV. So, you know, it definitely sounds like some mob shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, fuck with my family, I'm gonna put your ass on TV. So that's definitely a bar right there.
I'm just trying to find peace going through your eyes. I'm just trying to find me going through your heart. I'm just trying to find anything. Trying to find anything.
Okay, alright. I think that's it for that track though. But definitely, I think this was the second best track on the album. You know, just the notes he hit, the high notes he hit. Not a lot of artists, especially a lot of rap artists, can do that. So props to him for that. Sound was crazy on this. You know, he talks about how he wants to find himself. He's looking into this girl's eyes. He's trying to just really find some peace and stuff. So definitely a very emotional track. But yeah, guys, let's move on to the last track of this album called European Love. So yeah, man, let's check it out. Alright guys, so I'm back here with the last song of this EP. Very impressive so far. If this is truly his first work as an English artist, gotta say, man, props to this guy. You know, I don't think the Polish accent really hides too much or really, you know, affects the music too much. So I'm enjoying this one so far. And yeah, let's get into the last song. Very short one, but yeah, we'll check it out.
Black hat, but we keep it cool. If the kitchen's full, dropping in the living room. Bob the bitter tugging. All my brothers give the tools, we just tryna live it good. Bitch, I be the living proof. Let me show you that European love. Streets cold, wrist froze, pushing European drugs. Bitches getting faded after 2 or 3 cups.
Okay, so in his first verse, I felt like Bedoes kind of came off like very aggressive. You know, you don't really see Bedoes approaching a song like this. Like, this is very kind of like YG, you know, if you guys know YG from California. Very, very similar flow, and it just has that dog in it, you know what I mean? Like, it has that aggressive flow and that grungy vibe to it. So I'm definitely liking this one. Talking about the streets of Europe, selling European drugs, this and that. So
family comes first, that's the rule forever. If I eat, my brothers eat, bitch, we shit together. I love my mommy and my granny and my grandpa. If you touch them, I'm a fucking busted Tommy in your dome. I ain't talking business on the phone, even it's a trap phone. I don't trust none. I was growing up with no daddy, but that's one of the reasons I was fucking born ready. Let me show you.
In the second verse, he kind of slows it down a little bit here, you know what I mean? He starts talking about deeper shit. Family always comes first. If I eat, my brothers eat, you know what I mean? And then he talks about, I love my mommy and my granny. If you ever touch them, I'ma bust a fucking Tommy in your dome. You know, it just switches it up mid verse there, but then that's when the beat drops. So like I said, has that dog in it, has that Joyner Lucas kind of flow as well. So something very different from Bedoes.
Being love, streets cold, wrist froze, pushing European drugs. Bitches getting faded after 2 or 3 cups. We're just trying to make it, trying to say that we up. Hey, let me show you that European love, streets cold, wrist froze, pushing European drugs. Bitches getting faded after 2 or 3 cups. We're just trying to make it, trying to say that we up. What's up?
We just trying to say that we up. What's up? Feel me? Yes, sir. Okay, alright guys, so that's basically it for the album though. Yeah, that last track was much more of a aggressive track, big switch up. Definitely, I wasn't expecting that song to end off the EP. But that being said, this EP was very impressive. Like I said, if this is his first work as an English artist, like props to you, man. My favorite song would probably have to be Lost, mostly because of Taco Hemingway. You know what I mean? I felt like Taco Hemingway, I don't know if he has any English workout. I'm pretty sure he does, but like his shit was on point, man. This album, his verse was the best verse in this album, and I know he was the only feature, so that's saying a lot. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I think definitely Lost was my favorite track, and then I would say European Love would have to be the second, and then Cold Nights, Faded, and then my least favorite was Brixton Calling. Yeah, that was definitely my least favorite, but overall definitely a great album, or a EP, sorry. So yeah, man, hopefully he drops more English content so I can review it. And yeah, man, that's basically it for the video though. So if you guys did enjoy this one, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help me create more content just like this. So yeah, if you also have any recommendations, let me know in the comments. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.